We're starting the Royal Rumble match between JulianK and ComeGetSome. We're super pumped for this. Just to give, or actually, Kaverna and Ragnar, I'll let you guys take it from here. But yeah, intro the players. Let's get into it. I think folks are really pumped.
Yeah, of course, man. No worries. Thanks for the intro. Yeah, welcome everybody. We are quite excited to get some JulianK. Come get some of this, baby. Let's go. How you doing? We have also Ragnar here as a co-caster.
Hey, what up, everyone? How's everyone doing? This is our first show match for December, celebrating Age of Empires Definitive Edition for the month of December. Getting ready for the holidays, bringing you an epic show match for you to enjoy with us.
For real. That's a quite exciting match right there. I mean, be looking forward to this too. we almost thought we wouldn't get some, but at the end he showed up and right on time, baby, right on time.
Yeah, and one of our players today is JulianK. He is a well-known treaty king, actually treaty god. Also plays deathmatch, very good, and he is joining Supremacy. He's been taking over the ladder, so it's gonna be very exciting to watch this player.
Oh, for sure, JulianK is a beast. Like I remember back in the days, like when he didn't even play Supremacy and he was like playing treaty like crazy, and he started playing some Supremacy. Started seeing some of his streams, and like I even like Shake and other people say, yeah, he's not gonna survive against these big players and stuff. And like Molezan, because Molezan was he was really into treaty back in the days to say, dude, that guy's gonna beat everybody. You don't understand how good he is. And I didn't even know. Julian said, I don't think he's gonna beat this guy, that guy. And he said, I'm telling you, dude, that guy has a micro. And actually, I was quite impressed that actually he's like climbed all the way to the top, and he started beating out the pro players. And so, yeah, man, that goes to show like sometimes you can actually go from one mode to the other. You know, like you don't have to be a team player or a solo player forever. You can some of the skills are transferable, and especially like if you go 3D, like your macro, you use cards that you never used before. That all gets enhanced. But then when you go to Supremacy, if you can also carry down knowledge with you. So quite nice to see Julian here.
Okay, so it looks like they're ready to go.
Are they?
Start playing. Yeah, they're gonna start playing. No delay, spectator. So,
cool.
Yeah.
I need to launch my game, by the way. Yeah, let me get that going.
Can watch if you don't launch the game. Yeah.
I'm gonna share my screen with you in a second. We also have ComeGetSome Indian player. I mean, Rising Star, like he's beating. He's like guy's 1900 now, I think. It's a very promising player. He's beating a lot of good players as well, and reached the top. And it's like facing some good players. We haven't seen him playing a lot in all these famous streamer channels in Cascade series. So yeah, be very good uprising coming to maybe try to take the throne from Julian. And by the way, Rag, this is like I just wanted to say that this is not a DE show match, so only pre-definitive edition civilizations.
Okay, so we're talking about the war chiefs, ancient dynasties, legacy.
That's it.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, that's the way, baby. Old school. So I'm in the game. I'm gonna share it with you. So let's give that click.
Yeah, share the game. Share the screen.
Share the screen. I can only share. So do you want 60 frames or 30 frames?
60.
Do you want source or 1080?
1080, of course.
Source is more. No, actually it's 1080 as well.
Go.
There we go. So yeah, now let me put here Julian. Okay, so it will show up his game as soon as it pops up. What the heck, Nightbot? Got my spider legs. Predictions is up. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
So you got Julian. Okay, we got the thieves.
They're about to start. Maybe in the next minute or so. I guess in the meantime we can go over the maps.
Sure. I'm just gonna pop the thieves in the on the screen. So just give me a sec.
Oh, nice.
I think it would be nice too. Last time I didn't do it, so let's do it this time, so we can follow up. So Julian's gonna be playing Ottomans. Yeah, I just have to click on this thing. It's a bit There we go. That's all done for the first game, at least. If you can always let me know, like this. If you can always let me know what thieves you're gonna be playing before they play, that would be nice. But that's not a major deal. So,
Bonjour, Vivid. What up?
hola, hola. Oh, it's gonna. If you think France and Germany is boring, so it's gonna be a very boring session for you. Because this is only vanilla thieves. There's no Sweden, no Mexico, no Italy, none of that good stuff. No USA, no Hausa, no Ethiopia. So this is only pre-DE. So, for some people, this is the cheese and bread, you know. That's your basics right there. You get the legacy thieves, the different way to play, and people carry those nostalgic game styles pre-definitive edition. So some people say that all the other new civilizations are very gimmicky, which I disagree. I just think they need balance. But yeah, you're always gonna hate something new. Or I remember when Japan came out, people didn't like Japan. It's like, this thing is OP, and or you get like rated by India over massive Ingra Fort H2. I mean, people hate new stuff when they come, right? Because it's like it's in your face, and you just like feel that you don't understand what's happening. You lose for something that feels cheesy.
You're going up against new build orders, new strats, new units. Sometimes you don't know how to counter those units. I remember when Marines came out, and AZAM came out with the Marine build. People didn't know how to counter Marines in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Like you're getting like Baja California. What the heck is that? So like until you realize that it's actually not that great. But they have their moments. No, everything they have their moments. Part of the game now, so love it or hate it. Let me just set up everything here quickly. But we are almost ready to start, boys. Should we start it?
Yes.
Okay.
In the color blue, we have ComeGetSome playing as Germany on the right side of the map, and on the opposite side of the map with the teal color, we have JulianK playing as the Ottoman. This is game 1, best of 7 for our show match in the month of December.
Let's go. I mean, quite excited to see this. ComeGetSome here. So JulianK actually on this side of the map because this is the Ottoman side. I want to see his explorer name, Iceland Alley. So I think that's the default one. Maximilian Kronberger. Is that the original one? No, it can't be.
Yeah.
It sounds like it is.
What are the treasures in this map?
Going for 50 food here for ComeGetSome. We got 90 coin, 70 food, 90 coin, 60 wood, and 70 wood. Just here you have another nice one of 80 foot. But this is a very nice map. You want to talk about this map? This is such a good map. We had this on Kaverna Combat as well. Like Hokkaido is just an OG map. We have this plane right in the middle. Not plane. There's a little hill here right in the middle that obstructs passage. So you have this very, very narrow passage right in the middle, and a little bit of water. I mean, very, very tiny, very easy to defend. But it could be quite a nonsense if you have some boats here and you're trying to fight right over here. And you also have on the top side of the map, you got these two nice trading posts, but they're not connected. I think if you upgrade the right side, it does not connect to the left side, but it allows a player to have both of these sides, and you have to maybe control either the top side of the map and the south side of the map, where this is the shortest distance to your base. So someone coming through this south side of the map could be quite devastating. So yeah,
this is a good map for semi-water booming, and also this is a good map for TP civilizations, for trading post civilizations.
Oh yeah, let's see what they have here. We got the Zen Temple. I'm not a big fan myself. I think we only have the Zen Temple, but they give you what is that? Meritocracy. Implements a system of meritocracy that decreases units upgrade cost by 20%. That's quite a lot. What? How expensive is this? 600 res. So you pay 600 res, so that all your units cost less for the rest of the game. So this one, meditations, gives you 1,000 experience points. So it's like getting like a whole shipment or more. I don't know how much experience points you actually need for the shipment, but very nice. And
smaller, it's like a smaller the one church deck.
Yeah, the mercantilism.
Yeah, it's like a smaller mercantilism, yeah.
For sure. And this one here, what it doesn't want to give us?
Okay.
Infantry attack at 10%.
And we see Germany going up to the second age already. How does the deck look? Oh, all right, let's go.
So we have that card there. I don't know what it is. I think it increased the town center attack fire by 50%. So interesting. I don't know if that gives you your trade post and attack. I'm not sure. Yeah. If it does, it would be a useful card.
And the frigate index, so that is good to fight any potential water booms on water.
Yeah, this is just a water stopper, basically. No water booming cards, which is decent. And the traditional Jaeger, Black Rider comp mercs, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. And you're going for actually 7 skirmishes instead of 8 ULANs, so very interesting to see that. Why the reason? I don't know. So he chose to go more skirms in case he needs to. But on to the other side, we have JulianK with the 3 villages, 700 wood shipment and to 700 coin. So he's already on the UTCs already. Also having some counter water deck. Also, very interesting enough, also went for improved warships.
That's a really good card when you want to fight water. Early in the game, it will give you, like your ship combat. It'll give you more hit points, more attacks. So yeah, it'll be better to fight. And Julian already on double TP. Does he have stagecoach?
Yep, getting that. Get in there. So we got a forward village here. So you might be seeing some H2 action here, or not, or just a preparation, because I think Ottoman is just aged a little bit faster.
Stable. I do see a stable up near the plateau. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. There you go. I do see a stable. Yeah.
A sneaky one. And a defensive wall right in the middle, stopping any fancy strats. So he went for 5 views. So he's not going crazy naked. Well, it is naked somehow, unless he does start doing some like here or the delis. So he's going for delis to counter the Ulans. Yeah, there we go. They already faces a challenge here, and ComeGetSome just get a villager.
Denying the wall. That's a good pickup by ComeGetSome, picking up that villager.
Oh, it's great because all the time that he was idling, plus he forces another idle villager here from Julian. It's not a major thing. It's not that great. People say, oh, you have a villager to make a wall. It's going to idle so much. Yeah, it is something, but I think the wall is so much more valuable than just some idling time for a couple seconds. Then, but now it's going to be locked in here. Those 2 lanes are going down.
Yeah.
and the Explorer as well, by the way. So he already has the TP, but that's going down, and he's losing his Explorer.
Wait, did he ship those ASAPs? Go to the trading post from the Germany side. There's ASAPs sieging the trading post.
No.
Oh no, he made them. He made them. All right.
Yeah, he's doing some H2 gameplay. I think the wall is just like, don't come to this side. I'm gonna try to protect my trading post. Take yours on the process, and not shipping. We shipped the 3 delis, so that's why he went for 5 vills. But the 700 coin was interesting. So actually, he was just making units like non-stop. We see like the 3 Ulans, the 3 delis coming in, plus we have 2 batch of delis, and I think you also might have a 4 batch of Janissaries.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what ComeGetSome is doing, because that's what's gonna defy this game. We do have the lower age up with always getting the 3 settler wagons to Ulans, which some people say is the best card in the game. 700 wood there. So age up without actually sending the 700 wood, so you're gonna be able to have some infrastructure. We have an outpost.
Is the 8 crossbow shipment already fixed? I remember it was bugged.
I don't think it is, but they're gonna have to have the mod installed if they want to use that card.
Oh, got it.
Well, that's what I think, at least. So he loses 2 houses, is in trouble. That's pretty much how it's gonna go, I think. He needs to. He also have Minutemen. He can handle this. These guys are also delis are very, very fast. They got 6.8 speed, so they can disengage quite quickly. And I think they're faster than Ulans. Ulans have 4.39, so you see the difference speed right there. So it's a major difference.
He did lose 1 house. He's about to lose the second one, but it's okay though, because he has 1 war wagon in queue, and he's shipping the other 3 war wagons and the 3 Ulans. And now he is about to pop Minuteman. I guess he's waiting for that war wagon shipment to come in to pop it. But maybe not, because now we see JulianK moving away from the TC.
I mean, what the timing of this guy, he's on top of it. Is like he knows more or less how long it will take to ship those cards, and he's just right at the right time. Perfect timing for Julian. Getting some damage in, because you did stay in H2 for longer. You have a lot of these units. You have to put some pressure, right? You need to idle a little bit, try to take something, but at the same time, you don't want to overstay and then lose your whole mass, and then you're just like, what the heck did I just do, right? Getting some Ulans raids there, maybe.
I guess he wants to catch reinforcements, but I don't think there will be any reinforcements from Julian. I think he's gonna go straight to H3 now.
Okay, I wonder what else he's gonna send. Now he's capped, so he needs to look at the damage that was caused to ComeGetSome by just a small raid like that. You didn't overstay. 2 houses, and he's completely popped. Can't send shipments, by the way, if you're you get extra Ulans every shipment. Not military one those, but if you got like 1,000 coin, 3 Ulans. So if you don't have space for the 3 Ulans, you can send 1,000 coin, which is such a clutch for Germany. Managed to pick a villager here.
I guess he wanted to pick up his Explorer, but it's gonna die. Obviously, the Explorer is very important, but sadly, he's gonna lose it one more time.
Giving 45 XP. I don't think that is a major thing for Germany. I think he wants to mess up with Julian's economy, because he also have a double TP, and we know that. Yeah, we Stagecoach. Oh, it's sort of implied, but. Good to say, anyways. And I think you have to sort of disrupt Ottoman's economy. They have villages for free, but they come very slowly, and where Germany tends to have a very good economy. So if you manage to get a couple of villagers from the Ottomans, it can actually hurt them quite badly. If you leave them alone, they can scale very quickly, because they never miss a villager production, right? Unless you capped or you forget a thing, your church improvements. Which I'm 100% sure this guy's not gonna do that. Okay, let's have a look at what we're having here. So we send 1,000. I think the Explorer for the Ottomans now is such an important thing not to lose now. And because with that guy, you'll be able to build your town centers, right? And if you lose that, I think it was a big nerf from 50 to 25% build time from villagers. So if you lose your Explorer with the Ottomans, you're gonna take ages to build your next town center. So
now we do see our first big fight here. So ComeGetSome sent the skirmishers equipment, and now he's able to clean up those ASAPs. Now ASAPs are a new unit that was introduced recently. So now this is something, you know, obviously that is new, because pre-DE ASAPs didn't even exist.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I never liked that unit until some people started messing the stuff against me. Like I saw a guy that only did ASAPs against me. The first time I lost your double barracks, ASAPs was just a nightmare to deal with, and I was doing skirms. I was playing Germany, by the way, and the guy only did. It was crazy.
Just mono comp one unit, you know.
Right. I mean, it's a bit odd that you have a unit that is it counters cav and also counters. It actually fights heavy infantry, you know, like, so it's a bit weird. It's a very weird unit. But I think it needs to go into melee mode to counter cav. But it's just like a musketeer, right? It's sort of like a musketeer, but better at cav at melee than janissaries are.
Yeah, heavy infantry, but it has more multipliers than the janissary.
And because it's a cheap unit, sometimes you can trade against archers. So you actually can handle skirms sometimes. So it depends. I don't think it. I think the buck for buck, I think a crossbow probably gonna have a better chance. But these guys are a very scalable unit. Ottomans have a lot of shipment crates they can send, so they can mass this quite quickly. You know, where some other civs can't just get them out. So you're always gonna have a mass of them before your opponents.
H3. They also have a card in H4, so it can be fully carded. It becomes very, very good.
Oh yeah, very upgradable. And look at those shields in the back. Just look pretty nice.
Okay, so this falconet push is gonna be annoying to deal with. So Germany will need to create his own falconets as well.
Right, so it's all about the strength here. Germany doesn't have a falconet. Let's actually look what Germany is up to. So sending Jaegers now. So we do have enough war wagons to deal with those falcons. We do have a bunch of veteran lands. What you do not have enough is the skirms. But we are getting Jaegers, and that might suffice. And then the Jaegers will be able to deal with this.
Yeah, I think that's going to be very deciding. And once they engage, we'll see. We'll see if those war wagons can actually pull it off and one-shot the falconets.
We do have twice as many U-lands delis than you have U-lands, though.
Oh, he's about to engage.
That's a lot of war wagons, though.
Wagons. Yeah, but that's a lot of ASAPs as well.
Yeah, I think it looks better for Germany as soon as you get those Jaegers.
That villager getting sent to heaven.
But I just wonder, because of the pikes, maybe he can just engage, you know, like, I don't think Julian has to be overcommitted. It really depends how Germany approaches this. So, JulianK, we will see the Jaegers, and let's see what his first response is, just to actually get one down. Minuteman has been called, and we are going in. Villagers are on the prowl.
Oh my god. Villager pool. Are the war wagons engaging on the falconets? I don't think they are. Yeah, that's the issue, that you don't have the range to snipe the falconets.
But he's using the villagers very well, so you can't really right-click and attack move against him. I mean, there's a lot of damage on the villager count for Germany, but he's gonna be able to clean up. And the villagers, that's it.
Falconet goes down.
Amazing, yeah. He lost a lot of economy here. He wants to secure the fight, but what cost? We lost, at least that I saw, 25 villagers, so a couple war wagons. I don't know if the war wagons went down. That one survived. 7.
I think he only lost 1.
Es geht mir besser.
5. Plus he starts with 2. 7? No, he started with 3. So it's 3.
You start with 3. So yeah, he only lost 1.
Correct, yeah. Nice. So we have 6 war wagons remaining. 7 Jaegers. So it's okay. It was a surviving fight sort of for ComeGetSome, but I don't feel like he's on top. Like he lost like also 4 or 5 villagers at least. And like I said, these units are not expensive. You know, it was a very expensive trade going with those falconets on the back, and we have like delis and ASAPs, a very cheap unit.
Now,
We should have Spahi to come.
since Julian is not making Avis, I think it's a good idea for Germany to start making DOPS.
And that'll be, I mean, I don't know. I never do DOPS myself when I'm playing Germany, so I don't know if people would do that. But maybe you're right. Maybe that's what he needs. Whoa, look at those villages here.
He's making ASAPs, okay? So, as Germany, you can't produce war wagons and Ulans because they're gonna die to ASAPs.
Look at that. He's speaking one by one.
Okay, so he made skirmishers, but as you can clearly see, ASAPs can also trade very good against skirmishers.
Wow, on a mess like this, yes. Look at this speed. They have 4.5 speed, where skirmishers have 4, so they can actually chase your. They're like almost like little Ashigaros that can kill Cav. What?
As a skirmisher, you cannot kite because you don't have the speed to kite.
And yeah, animation-wise, like Horsefeed is saying, very good animation, like timing. Like they don't delay. I think they need
Better animation than a skirmisher, more speed than a skirmisher.
Yeah, they're a little bit busted, but very nice indeed. Showing the strength of the ASAPs once again with delis. I mean, it was a solid build order. We got the double TP early on. That gave so much economy to Ottomans, because Ottomans has that some lack of economy, and then having anything extra like a TP or any water. Because if you compare that to Germany, let's have a quick look.
Can German?
Wow, Germany is behind Ottomans actually. That's crazy. Can't believe it.
Say my water boom is effective.
With Germany?
Yeah.
I have never seen it.
I haven't never seen it either.
Yeah, at this point, then we went down. Like we went from 38 villagers to 27. That is like
He did lose a lot of villagers on that villager pool.
Yeah, he managed to win the fight, but at what cost? Like it was really hard for German to handle the falconet. I think we maybe, but I don't know. It's really hard. You know what I like against kind of military like this for Germany? Hack abusers. Hack abusers is such a good unit. If you come like with units like ASAPs, I think they would melt them. But he didn't have them. He went for Jaegers. I think Jaegers is too good, but I think Arquebusier would deal with this better.
And predictions were up during the game. We had 13% people voting on Julian. We had 80% people voting on ComeGetSome. Nice.
Yeah, this is a very odd matchup. I don't know who is favored here. I would say Germany is favored, but there are some strats that Ottomans can pull off. So it's not like very different. Maybe like a 55-45 German favor, in my opinion. But I might be wrong.
Yeah, maybe pre-DE, Germany was more favored. But now, with the introduction of ASAPs, I think maybe that balanced the matchup a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's very hard to put my whole opinion into a single game. I still think Germany is better, but I don't know. Maybe things did change.
military tempo, better economy.
Sorry, I went dark a little bit to change the globe. So let me see if I can get their next game, guys. So looking forward.
And we also have a big raid. While we were streaming, we had a big raid from Ragnar AOE. Thank you. Highly appreciate that raid.
Thanks, Ragnar, for the raid. So welcome everybody. We are just doing a Royal Rumble between JulianK and ComeGetSome. We just had the first game into Hokkaido. Now we are going to Anatolia. So let me just pause this quickly here and set this. We have ComeGetSome playing France. So this is a no DE civilization showdown. So only vanilla civs.
We don't have Sweden, we don't have Mexico, we don't have Inca, we don't have Malta, Italy, all those EE.
That's right.
DLC steps.
Oh, wait a sec. I can change like this. It's working. Okay, I don't need to give you guys black screen anymore. Okay, so set up this here. Boom. You wanna introduce us to the game?
Yeah. Welcome to the game 2 of this best of 7 show match between ComeGetSome and JulianK. ComeGetSome playing as a French in the color blue in the south east side of the map, and then on the northwest side of the map we have JulianK in the color light teal playing as a Portuguese.
Nice. This is a very interesting matchup. I mean, I think ports have a lot of new strength into the game after so many people getting nerfed and they slightly getting buffed. So maybe you can see that people are using more the Victoria card than before. And France, I mean, France are also getting a lot of love. So two vanilla civs, they're quite strong. I think it's going to be a very good game. I mean, I think the game has never been as balanced as it is right now. I mean, especially Definitive Edition, with all these new civs they have been introduced. I think that's probably one of the best times for DE right now.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of feedback from the community, and they are loving the Valiance during this patch.
Preparado.
And we could potentially see a 12-10 from France if he decides to eat the yaks. And we can potentially see a 10-10 from Ports, maybe?
I think that's pretty much what people are doing lately. The 10-10 is just simple. You just get TP. You don't lose tempo chopping for the wood for the house. So that's just lose tempo. So it's just easier to go. If you want to go for a TP, I think you have to go for a 10-10. And then you get Victoria.
Second TC, and then Victoria's can give you more when you have 2 TCs instead of 1.
Right, and you're also gonna get that card that give you more resources, so you're gonna be not only with 10, but you're probably 12. So when you get your second town center, so then it's not like just 10. And you also have the Victoria, the TP, so you can actually do what you have to do to get into the H3 or maybe some H2 gameplay. However, France, on the other hand, let's look at his deck. So they see that both of these guys have not many cards in H2. So this is going to be more like a Fortress FFFI kind of deck.
Yeah, I like this deck. You do have, your crate shipments in H2, of course. You gotta ship 4 CDBs, but then you also have the option to go H3 and get the 2 falconets. But if the game goes a little bit longer, you can go H4 and you can ship 4 Covs, 2 heavies. I mean, that gives you a lot of military tempo. I like that deck.
Yeah, even like 14 Skarms, 6 Corsairs, and the factories, and one of my best favorite cards, the 4 Caverns, and then also some epic great cards. Yeah, you like that too.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what port's up to. So you're aging up here, France, with the Quartermaster, give you that beautiful 400 wood, And with the Philosopher Prince gives you, I think it's food,
500
right?
Food. Yeah, 500 food. So what this says to me that Ports is gonna do a naked FF. Why? Because he shipped Feitoras as his first shipment. So when he gets his 30C, he's even gonna get a bigger eco boost from that card.
Right. And also, it's very hard to stop Portugal. I mean, depends how he's gonna use his south center. So Julian actually wants to get some visibility with the scout and the explorer at the same time, following up on that town center. I want to see where that goes. I want to. So that's if you actually see what Julian's point of view. So,
He's looking for it. Yeah, he's looking for it. He knows he went to that side. He's looking for it.
I think it's very important for Julian to know what it is, because if you go for a town center like here, you might be facing some H2 gameplay from ports. I think that's probably the logic here. But it's just right out of his sight there. But
which is a good placement. Why? Because you have a coin mine next to your TC, a safe wood line, and you also can hurt that hunt next to your TC.
That's right. So we got also 4 water buffaloes for France. So that's a major advantage here. This baby is here digging out total to 2,000 food. Sorry. So when they are fully fattened, getting steel traps and 3 huts. Is it? No, that was just shadowed by the overpop. So we are sending 700 coin. Okay, fair enough. I think we know what's going on there. So aging up with the Ethiopian queen. Do you know what that does? I don't know.
5 or 6 Shotel warriors?
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah. I don't think it's a good age up. I prefer the fast age up. Because you want to get, Feitora's economy going with your 30C.
JK subscribing to Ryo. Very nice. Yeah, so we're gonna get some. We can also have some Haubs, Castadors, the Goons, and the most feared Argon Gun shipment. Also getting dropped down at church with the possibility of getting Tordesillas. All settlers gather food from mules 25% faster, but gather from other resources 5% slower. Ugh, that's a tricky one. I always hate when you get a buff and you get a nerf at the same time. But I think
good for late game. That's used a lot in treaty.
Oh really?
So once you have all your states down, all your mills, and you're not on natural resources, then you ship that card.
Hola amigos, thanks for the sub. With the 2 months coming strong.
See?
Big shout out, let's go.
Juan Gomez reaching now the 3rd age. So getting that beautiful placer mines, aging up with the show tiles. I want to see how that's gonna be able to get that scout, or the scout to be able to see the show tiles as well. So I think he's going for this location here. Look, there's a lot of hunts in between.
Yeah.
Hunts over here, hunts over here. So
yeah. Once again, securing the mine, securing the hunts, and the line of tree, the tree line.
Right. So it's like that's what ports does sometimes. It's like cancer. It's like spreading through the whole system. Like look at that. It's just like, let's see if we can do this at 7 minutes in the game. Like, literally in 3 different locations at the same time. It's just something, right? And France here, 1,000 coin, 1,000 wood. Interesting. So he's going for our economy approach, getting the dragoons. So a good reaction by knowing that he actually went for the show tiles, and he had a quick reaction into doing dragoons. So very, very well played here by ComeGetSome by having the scouting beforehand.
I mean, it's a chess game, like you age up with your tails, but then you don't know if it's gonna be a good move because it could get countered by goons. And now we do see 2 falconets being shipped by the French player. He is picking up his wood. It's going to be interesting to see what he uses that wood for. He can use it for another TC, for more trading posts, a barracks. Yeah, we'll see how he implements that wood.
Yeah, shame enough, he lost his explorer, so if he wants to be the HC now, he either has to buy his explorer back or build that with villagers, right? But I don't think he's gonna use that infrastructure for a second town center just yet. I think he's gonna lose a lot of tempo with that. So I think he's probably want to do that for maybe market upgrades if he needs to do any more, which I don't think I think France already get all those. Yeah, he already got everything he wants from the market. So you might be seeing some extra barracks here, or maybe something else, maybe houses. I think he might save that wood. Or going for a second TP. Already have that. So he's spending his wood somewhere. There we go. We have some more houses.
Yeah, he's getting amalgamation, and now Portuguese second town center. But unfortunately, it's gonna get picked up by the Dragoons.
I think that was a big oversight for him. He saw that Portuguese had Dragoons, and it's clear that he couldn't sustain this fight. And I think that was a early push, overreaction for him. A little bit of a misplay. I mean, I choose Falconets is such a good shipment, especially like in ports that has the organ guns. You're gonna need those, right? Yeah. So it was a very dangerous push.
Yeah, he shipped it too early. He needed to ship more military support, like skirmishers, like
right.
Yeah, three.
5 goons. 5 goons would be good.
5 goons. Yeah, and then as your follow-up, you ship the falconets because you have the protection now for your falconets.
100%. I think it's very standard. People want to go for those early and fast falconet pushes, but sometimes it just doesn't pay out if you don't have if you don't go for musketeers to defend those falconets. It's like dragoons can tank dragoons when it comes to falconets. Not really. Like they're gonna take it, and you're barely gonna take 1 dragoon. These guys have a lot of HP, so it's not like trained dragoons will kill 10 dragoons in seconds. They literally would take minutes to kill them, so it's not worth it. Now, I did give some leverage for Julian to actually, when he sends his, where he's doing now, that's gonna be a threat for the skirms. And there's no falconet that will be able to handle those organ guns. And look at this, it's gonna be really, really troublesome. And he has to back out, and nothing he can do.
That was a good connection by the organs.
Correct.
And now ComeGetSome doesn't have anything to fight those organs. He either has to make Hus or Coals.
Yeah, and the problem as well, the Castadors is just a slightly better skirm against French skirms. French skirms, they have 30 resist, 144 HP, so they have better HP pool. However, the Castadors got 4.5 speed when skirmishes only have 4, so they can kite you around. So even though they both have the same range, but they can just engage a little bit faster, and if they want to chase you, they will find you, right?
Yeah.
I don't know the math, but if you take 15% more resist, it might be just about the same HP pool. I haven't done the math myself to actually see how different they are. We do have some cuirassiers, by the way, on the field. Being shipped now, the 8 halberdiers. We also went back to 1,000 resources, back to back.
Now we see the villager pool again.
Okay, so we are in. So the dragoons are going for the organ guns. The cuirassiers are onto the dragoons, and those cuirassiers have to be addressed.
Yeah, they need to connect on the skirmishers. They are connecting on the castadors now.
I don't know. I think you have to actually kill the dragoons first, because otherwise all you're gonna have left is a bunch of skirms, and you can handle the skirms with the cuirassiers. But at the same time, maybe you want to window the mass of skirms. But if you leave the dragoons alive, then they would definitely duel your cuirassiers, and then once that is down, and he decides to abandon the ship, which makes sense. I think now it's going to be a more scalable civilization. Look, we got 31 villagers from I guess 51, and this is just going to scale harder and harder. So actually losing a push like this against ports is devastating, because they can scale better than you can, even though French economy is not a bad economy. However, we are talking about 3 times the amount of villagers. There's nothing where a courier deploy is just 25%. Is also 25% more expensive. So, but yeah, it's like you're getting 1.1 villager every single time, where your opponent is only getting a single one, but you invest in 1.25 more, right? But the same thing, like you're getting 3 town centers, you're getting 3 villagers, you're spending 3 times more, but he's getting pretty much twice as many more villagers than you are. Nice game. I think the clutch of this match was the Falconet loss. I think that defined this game. You can see the ports coming down from 10, scaling up quite heavily. Didn't have any town centers contested, so that goes into. That's the problem with ports. You never know if it's really hard to push in H2. But if you don't push, they are always going to be scaling. So you have that in the back of your mind. So when people go and play ports and they do loads of walls and have all these wall protection cards and buildings, HP increase, it's really hard to deal with. And that's military right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if they... Because you were behind a little bit, so it might be the case that you might be able to catch them next game quite fast. Easy prediction, was it?
We have a subscription, GK Shaman, coming in with the Prime sub. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Shout out to GK. Also cheering up with the 100 bits. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, and every subscription, guys, this are used to support the channel, to actually pay prices for the challengers. So it's very nice to see those coming in. We do have a lot of we're talking to JK. He has a lot of plans to have a lot of things going on for the community, for tournaments and show matches. So yeah, it's very nice to see people supporting it. Royal Rumble, JulianK versus GetSome. So let me just update the score as well. That's 2 for Julian, 0 against ComeGetSome. So this is a best of 7. So Julian needs 2 more wins here to take it from ComeGetSome, but not before, until ComeGetSome can kick back and can come back from this. I don't know what's the counter pick system. I think that's probably what they're doing. Do you know?
I think it's blind picks.
Blind picks.
Blind picks, yeah.
Ooh la la, that's different. Dutch versus Russia. So we have.
Well, I like this matchup. We're in for a lot of action.
I always like to watch Russia. Like you either shine so much or you struggle and crumble.
I think I think 9 out of 10 people love Russia. Yeah.
And I think Dutch also such a good civ, but it is a surviving civ. I think you need to get past without taking too much damage in the beginning. If you manage to do that, then you're just gonna shine. Where all the mines in the world disappear, well, that's still banking those coins. And however, we are playing on. What's the name of this map? Let me just give you that.
Cascade Range.
Cascade Range. So this is a map that has plenty of coin. So let me just jump into this game. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Cascade series. We have JulianK here playing the Dutch against the Russians from ComeGetSome. So I think ComeGetSome is the counter pick here. No, sorry, they're blind picks. Blind picks. We just talked about it. So we were just saying how we have plenty of coin on this map. You can see, but what they don't have in abundance is actually the elks. They're very scattered around. And I've played on this map a couple times, and I think that they're just scattered around. Very hard to keep track of your hunts. And they have these little pawns here. Some people actually go for them sometimes. So I've seen pro matches where they actually went for sneaky dogs and actually trying to get some of that food that way. What do you think about this map? Have you seen this map before?
Yeah, I seen it. It used to be on the map pool. For 1v1 and team. I'm not sure if it was on teams, but for sure if it was in the 1v1 map pool. The natives here are nice too. Can you check out the natives real quick?
I think we got Nutka, no? No.
Yeah.
Kamatha settlement.
Are they all the same? There's two more. There's three more. There's three more natives. Can you check?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's the same.
That's the same.
And that's the Nutka right there.
There you go. Yeah, so this is a very interesting map. It has a lot of small treasures, and yeah, some civilizations like Dutch and Russia do very well on this map. So that's the reason why they're going with the two sips.
I think the idea for Russia is try to suffocate JulianK into a corner where he will lose all the hunts and struggle. Where JulianK though going for Dutch here, I'm trying to figure out why he would go for Dutch in this match, into this map. I think this is a hard one for Dutch.
I think because there's not that many mines. I think are these 2,000 coin mines?
1,500.
They're 1,500 coin mines, yeah. So I remember now. So Cascade Range has 1,500 coin mines. So yeah, they run out pretty quickly.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Yeah, you do have a lot of them, but they're not worth much. So I can see why now we would go for Dutch. So he's probably thinking, okay, I might be able to survive here, and then I'll be on top of the coin. Or my opponent will be struggling, maybe doing some archaic units, and I'm gonna be doing fire. What was the word? Like firepower? Nah, like gunpowder units. That's what I wanted to say.
And then Russia's strelate unit is mainly food and wood. So you can do a very good push in H2, and you don't have to worry about coin mines in the Commerce Age.
I haven't seen that card before. What is that? Team House of Romanov? So your team barracks, blockhouses, noble war hut, and war academy hit points increase. That's an interesting card to see. But ComeGetSome. We do have also the 4 Cossacks on H2. So you could be seeing that we're gonna be seeing a lot of pressure in H2. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I think Julian expects that too. And we quickly look at his deck here. We do have the 8x3 Hus H2 with the 700 foot on top of that. I like that card here. I think for this map is I think it's not a bad card. Especially for Dutch, if you might be stuck and you send 700 foot, that can save you the day, and then you can take map control back, and then you actually might come back. So I think it's probably one of the sieves where I would, by actually sending 700 foot, might be okay to actually. When I see Dutch with 700 foot, I don't hate it. I understand it.
Yeah, and the Russian blockhouse are already going up in the middle of the map.
I think that's the closest you can get to that town center. So we see we have that hunt over here, and then the next hunt that's actually just berries, and then you have a hunt right there and a hunt right there.
Yeah, that's the other issue with this map is that you only get 1 or 2 hunts in base, and then you have to go out. So
that's what.
It's not very good for campy civilizations because you don't have that many rests in your base.
Exactly. Like when I played against this, there was a unit tournament and I lost because I was playing onto this map against Tionka Hero, and he played Sweden. And I don't remember what I was playing, but I struggled because I didn't have hunts. I'll play Ottomans here, and I struggled because when I realized that I had no hunts, I say, oh my gosh, yeah, and then exactly like no TPs, no hunts was a horrible pick for Ottomans into this map. And I just lost because I just didn't have any more food, and I was stuck into a corner. He was doing Hus. So yeah, that's why I think it's going to be really hard for Julian here. Okay, he's going for the early, preemptively Town Militia. So expecting the rush that is coming right in. The 13 Strelets from ComeGetSome. Look at that base design. That's going to be really nice placement for some skirms right here to move around.
3 banks, 1 racked, faith in the back of your TC, market going up.
He's like, oh my gosh, you got 18 villages in town set. I hate to see that. The problem, you can't really put them out there because you know that Cossacks will come and scout everything. So it's really, really hard for Dutch here. But
now the TC has 135 range attack. Town Militia increases it to 135.
Oh, he does that too?
Yeah, its default is 90 attack.
It doesn't really say that. That increases his range.
Range attack? The range is 32, but the range attack is 135.
Oh, the damage of the range attack. Okay, okay. I thought you were talking about the range of the TC. How far he actually attacks, like that circle. That does stay the same.
So he's one-shotting Strelets. And I believe it's two shots Hus, correct?
Cossack said they're light, but let's see how much damage they're going to take. I think it's going to be 3 shots. Yeah, 3 shots, but that's pretty good. I mean, you take a cab in 3 shots. And it's still going to have both of those, the levy calls and conscription. So, but they're very pricey and expensive, so you need to get them at the right time. We do have another bank to send, but like we're getting some XP from this actually kills, but we do have a lot of idling as well happening.
But as Dutch, you don't worry about the idling because you have 3 banks that are producing coin for you.
Right. So you have here basically 4 villages more or less. So you got maybe like 12 villages always working, no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay, he's trying to make use of those Minutemen now, so he has to chase those Strelets. At least when they're at least more than half HP, is a good thing to chase. And then now decides to go back. There's no more point. And we're just sending Strelets back to back from the Russians here. We are on 26 villagers in comparison to the 23, so not that far apart just yet. Now 5 Cossacks, 700 wood. Yeah, 700 wood coming in. Interesting that he's going for only Stratus.
JulianK and just behind. So 700 wood will be good for maybe more black houses, more population space, and for a dock. His dock went up already. He's producing two boats.
Nice.
Fishing boats. There you go.
Yeah, that's really gonna help his economy. And some of these villages are very low on health as well, so over time they become very vulnerable. That the bank wagon just coming in a bad timing. They are getting actually blocked path by its own explorer.
Very good body block. Those 2, oh wow, Cossacks blocking the bank. That was amazing play right there by ComeGetSome.
Also, but at first Henry May also was blocking, and then he actually took that timing to actually put the cab right in front and lost the wagon. So we got some skirmishes in the field as well.
I think Julian was being very greedy, shipping that bank. That would have been his 5th bank.
Wow. Oh yeah, he had another one as well. Wow, that's a very greedy. Yeah. He needs to be. He's in his base for so long. A bunch of his villagers are low HP. I know he needs to try to do something here. Let me see what he's so like the boat production here is really keen in, also on both sides of the map. So I mean, Russia is chilling with 34 villages right now against 25, so the difference is now starting to get really spread out. However, we do have a lot of coin here. Sending out the 700 food that allows you to age up and get some good units, so you can counter those Cossacks that will be coming in. If we manage to handle, because Israel is not a big problem at the moment because we do have the town center, right? But when it's basically the Cossacks are the biggest of our problems here, because then we can do skirms. It'll be cheaper than actually doing like something like how pikes.
Ik voel me nu wat sterker.
I mean, Russia is losing a lot of stuff. I mean, by only doing Strelas. But he has no choice. He has to put pressure. He has to keep him idling.
He needs to keep his economy idle, or else Dutch is gonna go to H3 and, you know, ship Reuters.
He canceled the 700 food, sorry.
He did. Oh, wow.
He's gonna age up like that and eventually gonna get an extra shipment in H3.
Okay. He's gonna age up. He wants to save that shipment for H3.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So going for those berries now. Those berries, even though they're lower gather, but it's better to have something than have nothing. And you actually have some villages exposed here. Those Cossacks gonna see it. That's 3 villages right there. One is low HP already, and that goes down.
Yep.
Those 2 villages are gonna die.
Yep.
Prikas, 17 Prikas.
Yep. That was a nice 4 or 5 villager pickup.
We are on 11 boats right now.
Did he go out with the Exile Prince? Or did he go out with the PC?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, it was the Exile Prince.
What the Exile Prince gives you?
Faster age up.
Ah, faster age up. Yeah. Okay, now is stable coming in. Going for goons. Okay, now the tables turned. Like I think it's slightly turned in the sense that we're gonna have some good shipments, and we do have a lot of infrastructure. I mean, the base design was really nice because it's really hard to path around all of these buildings here. But ComeGetSome has a massive economy behind all of this.
Yeah, I remember that he's water booming as well. So he has 2 docks, 1 on each pond. And he's already going up as well with the Exile Prince.
Okay, go up bunch.
This is the point where Russia gets really scary. If you don't pressure Russia and Russia can get a clean fast fortress or even a clean fast industrial, they get very scary.
And more Cossacks here, trying to snare some for the Strelets. I think he has to back out with these Reuters here. Decides to overstay, taking a lot of hit from the blockhouses as well.
I see a trend here for ComeGetSome. As soon as he ages to H3, he goes for the 2 Falconet shipment. Will it survive this time? I hope it does. Last game he lost Falconets too early. Hopefully as Russia he will be able to protect them a little bit more and actually make some damage into those banks.
Okay, we're trying to get some Reuter raids, but I think ComeGetSome was on top of it with those Strelets moving around. We have 49 villagers, getting some Cav archers as well. I think that's going to be clutch. I was thinking maybe at some point as well, when he get Munchers, would be pretty good for him. Managed to spot the dock? Julian does? Did not.
He did pick up 2 villagers. Again.
Okay, now he sees the...
Oh, those Reuters being trapped. Nice pickup.
I mean, the difference is this time that he does have a little bit of a bigger mass this time to protect those Falconets, and he didn't overcommit as well. Because he knows the Dutch doesn't have much. I mean, I think the biggest threat is going to be the Bosniaks
And
for the
we're reaching
Strelets
that
mess.
We're reaching that point where Dutch doesn't have any hunts.
The Barry's going to run out at some
So
point.
now he's going into berries. So yeah, Russia has the entire map. It has the economy behind it. Russia's just gonna overwhelm Dutch.
I think you're going to see Bosniaks now. We have to. However, we do have Kaverna. I think Russia is just so on top of this game with that massive economy behind. You're going to be able to pop units like non-stop. We also have now veteran Strelets. A mass of 10 cover archers. So is it enough to stop these Bosniaks? Probably not. But we do have also some Cossacks to maybe try to snare the Cav. But not going to be enough. But takes a bank down the process, which is good for him. That Cav Archer batch has to come full.
Yeah, and
he does.
Ship Cav Archers too behind it. So we should see that Cav Archer mass. Yeah, I don't think Bosnians is gonna be good enough. It is a nice DE, but it's not gonna be good enough.
But then Haz as well. Don't forget, that's not easy to stop. I think you're gonna be able to do a little cleanup here, but we do have a lot of Cav Archers that have to be dealt with in the process. The Falconets are moving in, taking down. So we got the militiamen as well. Look, there are 12 of them. That's just a lot of stuff here to be dealt with. And those Bosniaks are just so good.
Oh, nice. He's gonna fight underneath his black houses. I don't know why Julian keeps pushing. I mean, he needs to remass. Cav Archers will clean up the Reuters and the Hus and the Bosniaks.
I think he's just trying to make the most that he can out of his militia. But yeah, there are the big scary mass of Strelets, of Cav Archers, and we are doing more goons on the back here for Julian. And some Strelets coming in. We're also shipping 19 Strelets. That's a big mass of Strelets coming out of the blue. But they're quite exposed here against that Cav. And Julian doesn't get baited by it and decides to back, which is the right decision. I mean, the food situation here onto this side of the map is dire, and I don't know what's gonna do.
And look at Russia. Russia's already making another TC. That's a very forward TC near the hunt.
I love the discipline from ComeGetSome by having the Strelet right there to pick up that he's migrating, and also a Townsend on that side as well, to stop any docks. And we have a Cossack over here as well, and the visibility of the nautical settlement. So on top of it, I mean, very, very gameful by ComeGetSome here.
I'm loving this Russia plate. He's been very strategically positioning his TC, positioning his units, suffocating Dutch economy. Not overcommitting, you know. Sure, he lost that big fight, but that's no problem for Russia. Russia can remass instantly.
Oh yeah, we have 38 villagers now for Julian, so we are reaching the maximum villager population of 45. I thought it was 55, but did they nerf Dutch in that sense? Because it used to be 55. Or do you have to do something to get extra villagers? I don't remember.
You need to ship the banks. Check out his deck one more time. Yeah, the H1 bank card. It gives you 5 more villagers.
Oh, I
Actually,
see.
merchants. Gives you more merchants. They're not villagers anymore. They're merchants.
Fair enough. I'm still gonna be calling them villagers, just for the sake of it. This is easier to keep my head around. But yes, you're completely right. They are merchants. So I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't know who's gonna take this win. It's a very scary to play against Dutch and to the late game. We are approaching now sort of mid-late game, and we're taking out this other side of the map basically to get those hunts. But then that hunt's gonna go into berries afterwards. That's why it's the grim situation for him. Those Falconets are quite exposed. JulianK is gonna should pick them quite easily here. I mean, that's a good pickup here. Losing 2 Falcons is huge. It's not as huge as it should be 10 minutes ago, but it's still good.
Very aggressive. Very aggressive Falconets going by themselves.
Look at those promotions, so baby. That's gold. So they have 15% more HP and damage. So now they are inflicting 51 damage. Let's see.
Combat. Can you check?
Not yet.
Not yet. He needs to ship it immediately. I would. Yeah, I would ship it if I could. But no, he's deciding to go for the hobs. Recognizing that he needs more mass.
So we're running out of fish though.
Wait. He caught Minuteman. Russia caught Minuteman. I think he's doing a Minuteman raid.
Oh, I see.
Yes, a Minuteman raid. Nice.
A big fight coming over here. So we do have cavalry combat for Russia, but no Strelets combat just yet. Or the New Order regiments.
He is almost full pop.
Wow, that is actually true.
Yeah, if he can get 2 more batches of Strelets, he's gonna clean up.
A bad pop here. They are actually staying still here. He still needs to deal with those Hus, and then he's going for the Bosniaks as much as he can with the Cav archers. I think the Bosniaks are gone. That's the last Hussar in the field. I think once that is gone, he'll be able to deal very well with the new Strelets.
Yeah, it feels like Julian is winning, but I don't think Julian will be able to remass after this fight. And Russia, yeah, they're still remassing. They're still producing units.
They're forcing him to migrate right into his walls. Definitely a good fight for Julian, I think.
I don't know why Russia is hiding with Cav archers. The more he kites with Cav archers, the less damage he makes. He needs to just stay put and shoot.
It's just like so many skirms, he can't really stay still. I think he has to back out. But we do have artillery foundry in the back.
There you go.
And Julian just resigns. He knows that he can't just keep up with it.
I am loving this Russian gameplay. That was amazing.
Right. He was about to lose all the water, but at this point, villager-wise, he's on 80 settlers. And I think he's probably struggling with food as well. We're going for berries on this corner. We do have berries onto this side as well. I mean, they both would be probably struggling too much with food. I think Julian just reached the point that he wouldn't be able to remass. He's only even 3 banks. And his villagers are always scattered. And then when he saw the Prichniks coming in to this side of the map, probably that's why the resign came in. When he realized that he would not be able to keep up with the game anymore. So very well played by ComeGetSome here. Nice Russian gameplay. Let's look at the post game here.
Yeah.
Look at that villager count. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, man. Once Russia, you know, gets that economy going, oh man, good luck. It's like a steam engine, you know? Can't stop it.
Yeah, it's just too much idling and then just keeping Dutch in check for the whole game. I mean, nobody can do that better than Russia.
That was game 3. That was an amazing game 3. So it's 2-1?
2-1. Very well played. Managed to take a game from Julian. He came and got some. And got some. So now we are going to our next map here. I think the order of the map. No, now we're gonna go to map 4. Is that Korea? Not sure. By looking at the image, I think it's Korea.
Can we see a reverse sweep?
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. I wonder what's the next Civ's gonna come. Julian still can play France and Germany. I don't know. I feel like seeing some India. But this map, though, I don't know if that's the best map for India. Yeah, Mercs could be an option for Dutch, like people suggest on chat. That could have been something. Maybe dropping like a tavern and popping some Mercs there.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been something. I don't know what.
We're gonna roll some ads, so just be patient, support the channel, and we'll come back with the next game.
Wood treasures are good for India and Korea. Yeah, there's a lot of wood treasures on Korea. That's true. I like sometimes to actually go for water on Korea as well, so there's just so much food in there. No whales though.
Be right back. I'm gonna grab some quick coffee.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, so definitely you can't like overinvest on water there. Anything to less than 15 boats, just good. Just good. In Korea it has like Jesuits, so you can get some not castadors, conquistadors. Very good unit right there. So maybe some civs they struggles against like so I wouldn't pick Germany here, for example, because just your opponent goes for conquistadors, it just might counter you so heavily. So he's just waiting for that game. It's still not come up yet. I think these predictions that might just be a bit too early. JK, we don't even know what civs they're gonna play next. It's gonna be a blind prediction. What would be a good Korea civ to be picked here for Korea? If you're playing this map, what civ would you play? I think it would be a good Ottoman civ as well to be playing on this map. Port's also pretty good. You can put like a fort town center. I did 5 minutes. Yeah, that's I don't know. That's they're haven't seen their match just yet.
Yeah, they haven't picked the civ yet.
Oh, okay.
How
about you?
Predictions last game? Did anyone predicted Russia for the win?
Aztec civ? Yeah, Aztec's good.
I do love me some Aztecs. Yep.
Aztec is one of those civs that also, I think it's hard to play, but once you get it right, it's such a good civ. You can really make it like an S tier depending on the matchups. I always struggle playing against Aztecs. That's what I'm saying. Like every civ that I talk, like I hate when people just say, "Oh, you're just doing this weird civ stuff." There are still some cheesy strats in the game, not gonna lie. But even those, like, you have to allow your players, unless you're doing like a 4-3 towers in your base or multiple layers of walls. Anything that comes up is kind of on you to allow your opponent to do all this funky stuff. Okay, we do have their game in.
Okay. Perfect timing.
So we do have their sieves. So ComeGetSome is going to be playing Brits against Germany. Yeah, I was saying about Germany and how this map could be a countered map for Germany because of the Jesuits, but maybe he proved me wrong. You want to introduce us to the game?
Yeah. This is game 4, right?
Game 4, baby.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, welcome to this Royal Rumble show match between JulianK and ComeGetSome. This is our first show match in the month of December, and we expect to have more games for you throughout the month. And in the color teal, we have JulianK playing as Germany in the southeast of the map. And in the color blue, we have ComeGetSome playing as the Brits.
Commandment?
What's the favorite matchup here? Do you guys know? If you know in chat, just let me know. I am not one of those players that know what's. I know some matchups, but not many. I think Brits is a good in a good place right now. We can see that I've been playing some Brits myself, and I'm just having a lot of fun. It's just both teams can play in H2, H3, so Germany can do so many different things. They can go mercs and but I think when it comes to Brits, it's more standard, like the way they go for. So you're gonna see his deck being picked in a second. You'll be able to tell what it's gonna be up to. I love to do I love to do longbows, but it's so hard to get them out and actually do well with them. Ooh, look at this deck. Seabit. So a little bit on the sea, not so crazy, just with the fished market. So maybe some extensive H2 gameplay here as standard. We do have that 600 wood and the 2 caravels. We don't have any 3 Hus. But it went for Hanover Allies. I'm not a big fan of that card myself. What do you think about that card?
Which card?
The Hanover Allies give you 7 Totenkopf Hus.
Yeah, I think they're glass cannons. I don't see it that much in decks. So maybe, I don't know, maybe he has it for additional support. Yeah, we'll see.
So he went for a double manners, no TP, so you might not be seeing Visionary Company here.
Also, I was checking the data on Free Food Party, and it looks like it's Germany favor by 55%.
There we go. It's like Germany doesn't have many bad matchups. I think that many.
Based on 600 games.
Yeah, that's all the games within the. Between those two, actually, it's between any ELO range, right?
Correct.
Fair enough. So those are by patch. So Germany aging up with the Quartermaster. We have standard deck here so far with the Caravel counter and no frigate with the 8 Uhlans, 7 skirms. This is probably much more like the deck that I normally tend to see. With the 8 Uhlans, I think this is a good card because it's 8 cav. It's just a good card overall. But no Harkebiosiers, and also the 3 double sojourners. So if you do for an extensive H2 gameplay, and sometimes you see people actually having to choose little wagons to Uhlans, which is still a decent card. That's still a 4 villager shipment plus the Uhlans.
Okay. So is he deciding to fight H2? Stay a little bit longer in H2?
Well,
Maybe.
it depends how if he sends a villager forward. But against the Brits, you probably want to stay in your base a little bit more. Yeah, if you, I think you want to do some units against Brits, you can't just go naked FF. Especially because it doesn't have something like arquebuses that can deal well against the Musks. Normally you'll see from Brits a forward base here, but we're aging up quite late with 21 villagers. Not going for a dock just yet, but we got 15 villagers on wood. So let's see where he's gonna place that. Right in the middle.
That's good map. For map, you know, you get line of sight. You secure the hunt. You secure the mine.
Right, so you're seeing a stable in the back here. That's gonna be interesting. Like if Brits manage to get like a bunch of musketeers, those use lance. What they can do with the lance is actually try to get your backline, because your village might be scattered around, because you do have another food need with Brits. So they try to make you stay in your base long enough. So if you manage to go for a naked FF as the Germany, you can probably keep the musketeers running around against your cab, right? So macro intensive, but it does work. So we do have plenty of hunt here for the meanwhile. A defensive barracks here.
Yep. And he started with a batch of 5 pikes.
Okay.
So.
Julian sees it.
Yep.
Nice pick up here. Right in the corner.
Wow, how did he manage to see that villager? That's insane.
Another pike batch here. That's going to be able to connect. But your lance disengaged very quickly. Those 3 pikes on the other ones here at the bottom of the map. I don't think he sees the pike just yet. He does, and he quickly trying to exit here. But those 4 pikes might be able to connect here. They snared. But that guy can snare that one. Oh, he managed to leave. Another Yulan goes down here at the bottom. So let me see how many Yulans you have on the field. So we are on 7 Yulans right now. I mean, it's a good blind unit making from ComeGetSome, because we are opening stable here. Now we're dropping the barracks, so I think you're gonna be able to see some H2 gameplay here from Germany. Went for 700 wood, and next shipment, wonder if it's gonna go for maybe 700 coin, or I think the 8 crossbows for Germany is still working. I think he's trying to bait Joseph Smith into the Ulands to chase that explorer, and then the pikes on the back, but maybe not. Maybe he's just scouting to see any more shipments.
Well, the longer this goes in H2, I think it's better for Brits. Was that a second Rax going?
Yeah, he was, but it didn't get built enough to lose enough wood, so not a major issue there. So Germany macroing for an age up now, saving the shipment for the H3, whereas Brits are sending Hanover allies.
No, don't send it. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't like that
You
card.
must cancel that shipment.
Yes, I agree. I just don't like that card overall. I think Yolans will be able to deal with them. They have higher damage, low HP pool. They got 27 damage. They're quite decent, but 180 pop HP, which isn't great. You can see that Yolans are normally low HP units, and they actually have more HP than Hanover allies do, and actually have more damage as well, 10 more damage. So major disadvantage here for Brits by sending that card. It's a bad card. I would rather to see maybe 5 the Hanover allies and increase their stats. Be such a better shipment. Even though, like, it's not a free unit. It's not a free. It's this 500 coin here, plus the shipments, and they are trash. So I don't see the point of it. So he's going for some bow pike here on the top of that.
I mean so.
They do make a lot of damage to villagers. They do have a charge attack. I believe the charge attack is a little bit more. It's not showing right now, but it was there.
Auftrag.
I think the difference is the rate of fire, and the same rate of fire, but they just have better or worse you land basically. So the pikes are actually connecting, but the Warwick is coming in. Minutemen on the top, so you're gonna be able to clean up this mess from ComeGetSome here. And I think ComeGetSome is gonna be in big trouble. Now we have the age behind, and we just lost our mass, and he decides to resign. Yeah, I don't think he would be able to come back from this anymore. It's just like too much from now on.
Yeah, he just needed to cancel that shit, man, and send 700 coin, age up.
Or remove that from your deck altogether. If you're watching this, just remove that from your deck. What is this? Are they under the floor? Interesting.
I think it's like that because the game ended.
Yeah, ended. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do go funny sometimes. There you go. You got almost twice as many villagers, but Germany in H3 is very scary, especially against a deck like this that you have shipments of 7, 8 skirms and 8, 9 your lands back to back just by 3 units. Like only this can stop everything from Brits at this point. So very, very nice by Julian.
Mm-hmm.
So Julian 3-1 against ComeGetSome.
Match point, right? Next game, match point.
It definitely will be if Julian managed to take it. So match point for Julian. And ComeGetSome, you have to have something funky onto the next map. The next map is one of those maps that it's such a small map. It's gonna be a very high H2 intensive gameplay, I think. Nobody went for Jesuit's mission.
Yeah, no one went for it, and nobody went for water either. I feel like Brit could have went for a TP and maybe shape GMT and then do a fast fortress.
Yeah, it is a hard situation for him since he went for the Hanover allies. I think I'd rather see maybe 700 coin and just do Huss. I mean, that's the thing when I see like cross longbow, you either go longbow pike, like a big mass of longbow pike, but it's really hard to get longbow pike in the beginning because you want to actually get your houses out. So it just doesn't synchronize as well unless you have extra economy, like some trading post. Like if you ship the trading post age 1 card, then you can actually build one and then make another one. So you have 2 trade posts, you upgrade that, but also on the back of that, you're also giving that to Germany, unfortunately. But you do have to have that extra economy to have both back, I think. Okay, let me do this.
Okay, so the next map is Pampas Sierras.
Okay. So I'm gonna take this time to take a 2 minutes break, and I'll be right back. I'll leave chat with you.
Okay. Okay, we do have the picks for the next game. And they're about to start. Huh. Okay. Yo, shout out to Time LJ. What up? What up, Jack? Thanks for tuning in, supporting the channel. So this is match point for JulianK. All right. The next matchup is very juicy, guys. Next matchup is Aztecs against Dutch. That is a very sexy matchup.
So who's playing Aztecs?
JulianK.
Okay. Well, wait a second. JulianK is gonna play Aztecs.
Mm-hmm. ComeGetSome will play Dutch.
I don't know. I think Aztecs takes this. What do you think?
People in chat saying if you can turn off your Discord notifications.
Turn on or turn off?
Off.
I don't think I have any. Are you hearing anything? Maybe some of these new chats here. It could be some of these ones here.
Okay.
Okay, let me just check this quickly.
Okay, let me see how this matchup looks on the website. Give me 1 sec. Aztec and Dutch. Huh. 49% based on 145 games.
Interesting.
So it's pretty even.
I thought this would be a sex favorite. Just because they can rush so well.
No, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong sip. 53% Aztec favor.
Yeah, they're just gonna dictate the tempo of this game, I think. Because like Dutch is very defensive, struggles in H2, and Aztecs can just put a lot of pressure or H2. So it's one of the it's just gonna be a struggle for Dutch. But yeah, let's see what this game brings. So this is probably the final match in case it's like Aztecs here wins from ComeGetSome. So it could be the match point here. We have Aztecs from Julian against ComeGetSome playing here with the Dutch. So we were just talking about how Dutch might struggle here. We just talking some statistics here. So we do have, is it 53%, right?
Correct. Yes.
So
Based on, let me see how many games. Based on 167 games.
Okay, so I was thinking of a different map here. Oh my god, I don't see this map forever. This game brings me back to the days. Damn, this map is Pampas Sierras, I see. Dude, it's been a while I don't see this map on. A while.
Yeah. On this map, on the plains, you have llamas. You have a lot of llamas.
Yeah, especially on this side of the map here.
Yeah, that's a lot of them.
I remember this map so well because you used to wall all these little corners. It's very easy to defend. You can wall here, you know, and you stop all. You can even like wall here. This segments and take that coin there. So yeah, bring me back. And you also have the settlements on the side here. We got the Quechua settlements. Gives you
Quechua.
bolas Quechua. Huaminka and Bolos warriors. So I don't know what the Huaminka unit is. Like a plummet spear. It's a pike, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably one of the
What
best
about the
pikes.
one in the middle. Can you check the one in the middle? Yeah.
Tupi, the Brazilian one. Tupi is a native settlement, native tribe. They still exist. Even though you don't have like natives in Brazil as you used to be back then, they still wear clothes and stuff, some of them. But, different story, we do have this fight between these explorers, and I think Aztecs might actually just take it. We do have more HP here, but now the Eagle Scout coming to do more damage as well into the explorer.
Kill the scout first. If he can kill the scout, that's gonna be a good kill.
Yeah, but that now decreases his price pool here. He decides to disengage here.
Yes.
A jump with the Elder. If you know what that does. I do not.
The elder.
Is it the villager one?
I believe it gives you a warhead.
Okay. So having the priest as well. Warrior priest already in the community plaza. Let's see his deck. We got the infinite 600 coin, double archers, pikes, coyotes, and also have the 3 warrior priests. So you might be seeing, and also the Mayan allies, but not the one that makes them cheaper. So you're gonna have to use them, can send them to ice, but they do cost 500 coins. So not that cheap.
You know what? The elder might be the fast age up.
Okay, okay.
Might be the fast age up, yeah.
Yeah,
I always get them mixed up. I mix them up all the time.
So they spot here 75 wood. So managed to get a crack shot, but now it's gonna expose him to the exploder. Gonna convert that. Sneaky. So we do have an age up for Aztecs at the -4 minutes in time. The Dutch just aging up behind. Gonna have a little bit of TC idling here.
Look how close that bank is to the TC. Very, very close.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this because it's gonna have no path around this, and you might have something to circle around sometimes. I see once the Yukiri did like the weirdest base for Dutch, which I loved it. What he did, he could.
You
know what?
The warhead just got scouted.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna see some H2 gameplay. This guy doesn't actually have HP as well. He could have actually faced it, but now it's a bit too late. Not gonna be able to get in range anymore. So managed to take the explorer. So I saw Yukiri did. He did like a wall segment here in a gate, a wall segment here in a gate, a wall segment here in a gate, and it put buildings around. And basically, what he did to his skirms, he can just move into those gates. So he's really hard to pick on them because you have this sort of triangle in his base surrounded by buildings, and you can't really pick on them with Cav because he keeps on going to the next gate. So they go around and then they go to the next gate. I just love that build. I've never seen Dutch doing that before. It was one of the most interesting base designs I've ever seen for Dutch. So preemptively sending Town Militia.
He's gonna be in a good spot because he is securing 2 huts underneath his DC. And he also secured 5 Yamas?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
He might lose a... No, I think that's a... Oh my god, he's gonna actually lose that villager.
Great Coyote micro. Notice that JulianK has the Coyotes on defense mode, which allows them to be a little bit tucked in together so they can path a little bit better.
There we go. So here comes the Explorer to scout. We have... Oh, he sends the Mayan allies as well. Okay, these guys, they have 24 siege.
Even that often. Vulcan Javeliniers.
Well, I have seen this a lot, to be honest, in the letter. But I've seen that in conjunction to an H1 card. that gives them 50% price reduction. And actually you see that sometimes with the Rodoleros, so you can have Mayan and Rodoleros as well.
Yeah. That's
the-
more like an all-in.
Oh, he's definitely all in. This is a 500 shipment. It's very expensive, but now he's shipping like archers. You probably might be seeing another 8 shipment of archers on top of that, just to completely shut down Dutch. And but he haven't sent the 5 vills, so that might cost him, because economic wise he's on 20 villagers, so it might not be easy to keep up all the unit production. Dutch is on 27 vills.
Target.
Oh, he's gonna send the bank as well. Very risky. I would like to see maybe 8 pikes or something.
I think he should cancel the bank. He should cancel the bank and send the what's the H2 mark shipment?
Oh, the 11 brigadiers. That's gonna be 9 brigadiers.
Yeah, he should ship that. He should ship that. Yeah.
Yeah, that bank's gonna go down as soon as it comes, because the coyotes are just too fast, and you're gonna be able to take that in, or even siege that afterwards. Anyways,
Now the pikes come in.
another village goes down. We are on 16 villages. Minuteman is called. He's going for the X-Plotter here for some reason. The X-Plotter doesn't buff the units, does it?
Yes, it does. Every time your explorer is nearby, you get more XP per kill.
Oh man, that doesn't look very good. That you got another shipment. Village got very low HP, and that's what I was talking about. Aztecs suffocating Dutch so much with so much pressure, and now we got some Puma as well on top of that.
And this is a legacy rush, right? How long has this rush been in the game?
I don't know, but I don't know if the Mayan allies were there, but the rest for sure. One second, I see there is some arrow on my screen. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh no, it's just like my Twitch just went dark, but everything is working just fine. And it just my CJG right here. Yeah. Yeah, it was the same mistake that Julian did with Dutch by sending that bank wagon. He needed the Brigade Musketeers or even 8 pikes to just dwill down that mass. You know, you had to have some response to that mass. Otherwise, you just siege everything. I mean, this was pretty much expected, I think.
I mean, what else can Dutch do? Can they go?
If they can't do anything against Aztecs, I don't know.
What about logistician? Can they go with the logistician and make halves?
That's an option, but I don't know. I think 8 packs would be an option. I think the Brigadiers would be a second card to be sent next, because if you send the pikes and you manage to get a good counter on the Coyote Runners with the town center heat fire, I don't know if opening Cav was also a good idea either. I would like to see maybe barracks, because it's just cheaper. You can't really keep the production of Cav, and we never managed to actually eat any of those llamas, and maybe no walls against Aztecs.
Yeah.
I mean,
And like you said, you could build smart walls, little gates in between your buildings, and you can kite with your skirmishers, and then wait for the Irish Brigadier shipment to arrive, and then you can potentially stop the rush.
yeah, and you can do skirmish because the banks are really locked into the town center. We had another bank right here, so you can move around. So you guys basically you would get stuck with your units either way. The base design could have been a little bit better, I think. Maybe more buildings in front as well. Like you want to put probably your banks right here, and a bunch of walls here, and some walls here on the side, and then you would be able to have the hunt there, and then you just need to stop Aztec somehow. Maybe an outpost could be an option. Like people don't put it in their deck, but maybe like having a 2 outpost in your card. Or maybe when you get the 700 wood, instead of going crazy for a bank, you just pop like an outpost there, just to help the extra fire. Plus the That's the thing with going up with the town militia. Sometimes it doesn't really help because they just can be able to overmass you, and if you don't pop units and don't kill those units enough in time, just with down center fire. Yeah, it's a hard matchup, man. I think Dutch is really hard to play overall, but against an Aztecs Rush, it was an unfortunate matchup for ComeGetSome here. And now he's just scaling at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. I think we are over with the series because we're on.
JulianK taking the game match point, winning this series 4-1.
Yeah, prompts for ComeGetSome to actually take a game from Julian. It's not an easy feat.
Exactly. That Russia game was a very well executed game.
100%, 100%. So I think we are finished with the stream, guys. Thanks for staying over. I think we do have JK popping in. Over. I think we do have JK popping in. Hey.
Yay.
Hey, we're seeing stream. How's it going?
All good. We were just gonna say if ComeGetSome's mic works. Can you hear us, ComeGetSome? Just want to say fantastic stream, man. Chat definitely loved it. We're just seeing if ComeGetSome's mic works. If not, we'll bid the stream adieu. But yeah, he's configuring headphones. Great job, guys. I actually can you preview the next show match actually?
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Let me send the graphic again if you want to put it up on your screen. For folks in chat, we're going to have an epic Royal Rumble at the end of the month already set up.
Okay, let me see if I can get that in for you guys to see. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna send that into the screen to show everybody instead of put it on OBS. So what I'm gonna do,
Guys, yeah, that bank wagon moment was intense with it going around the TC and then the Strelitz body blocking it. That was awesome.
yeah, it has some great games. I mean, well played, both of you. It's a nice game to be casted. Congratulations for JulianK taking the win. But yeah, really love what we did here. And we have the Royal Rumble Frontline versus Minimount on the 30th of December. That will be on a Saturday at 5 GMT, and you're going to be casted by Animus Vox and Ragnar. Very nice.
Sir. Very good set of casts. We wanted to give you a little bit of a break, Kaverna, but Ragnar, no break for you.
Oops.
Fine by me.
Yeah, I won't be available at that time. I'm going to be going to America, so not going to be away for a while during that time. But yeah, you guys going to have a nice after Christmas New Year's Eve stream. Frontline, Minimod, big names.
Should host you one day when you go to America.
yeah, probably, yeah.
If you come by the DC area, heck yeah. But all right, I think we got CGS on the call, so ComeGetSome. Can you hear us?
Yes, man, loud and clear. How are you doing?
Awesome. Tell us what you were thinking, man. Some crazy games. Did you have a strategy going in? And actually, I'll let you two interview him, Kaverna and Ragnar, but just wanted to get this set up. But yeah, take it away, ComeGetSome.
Yeah, man, sure. Thanks for casting. I think the first 3 games, I was at least somewhat prepared. But last 2 games, Julian just wiped me. Didn't play too well. But yeah, I think the first game was good, but I was just not prepared versus this combo. I think the units he had, I either needed to add artillery or something. But I think I played well the first 3 games, and then he had some good pressure. But those units just, I don't know, the new DE unit, they just don't die, man. And he outplayed me with the cannons. And then he had better eco, and he just won. But it was still a good game, I think. Second one, I think my build was very good with French. I had 2 TPs, good eco, and I think I had early H3 momentum. He aged with the Shuttle Warriors, but I had goons to counter them. So his Apex
Right.
low ager was kind of a waste. But I sent 2 Falcons too fast.
Exactly.
I had
Yes.
13
Yes.
Storm before that, and I think his TC was alone. So that's why I thought I could snipe that TC, and then it would be a closer game. But he just played well with goons and Minutemen. So yeah, he just outplayed me there. I sent the shipment. If I had gone 8 scum, then to Falconet, I think it should have been good. But yeah, well played by him. Third game, I just think I had a better matchup, and I know Dutch in and out. While I don't play Russia much at all, but I think I play Dutch very well, so I understood what he was doing, and I just hard countered him. And even though I did not micro very well, I just out. I had a better strategy, and I just held at the 2 blockhouse, and I think the game speaks for itself. But yeah, he
Well,
he almost had a comeback with the Bosniaks. I mean, that was
Yes.
very
Yes. That
well
was a
designed
bit
by him.
scary.
well, to me, you look like a
Yeah.
Russian main because that was an amazing Russian gameplay.
Thank you.
Double water play as well was nice, and the opportunities. I think that was the cherry on the cake.
Yeah, I just thought, let's show some team game fun side TC there. Because if you notice, I always had either one Strelet or one Cossack on both left and right sides. Uh, so yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah,
Yeah,
after
we
that
did
point, I
talk.
know he cannot just come back. He cannot come back with that damage, all that damage. I think if he had that bank wagon in, and if he did not make those 5 scum, then the game would have been much closer.
Fair enough. How about the Brits game? The Brits game was a bit interesting. Like you went for pikes and crossbows. It was those the Hanover card. I'm just a big hater on that card. I just think it's such a bad card.
But
And you were here like cancel that card, and you're like, oh no, he went for Hanover. What a lie.
Yeah, I think by the fourth game, I would know, guys. In D, my micro is just bad. Even the Russia game, I wasted the 2 Falconet. I think the first 2 games, I was microing well. But in the fourth game, even my macro was bad. I think I got his Ulans, and I thought let's just push H2. But I think I wasted too much time running the pikes around. And then he just had a very good semi FF timing, and he just cleaned me there.
Yeah. That's the thing with going to Germany, like you go pikes and then they just walk you around and then they go to H3 and it's a struggle to play Brits against Germany, I think, a little bit. It's not an easy
Yeah, man.
match.
I think you just need a good map, and you just need to age yourself as Brit. Then you can play it fine. Or I could have, just done an FB and pushed earlier maybe. But yeah,
Muscas,
it
maybe.
was well played by him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
And
Yeah,
last game, let's just not talk about it.
yeah,
yeah,
that was a
Problem
scary
is,
one.
I do not know the war chiefs at all. I know it's a cop out. It's been 20 years since this game came out, and more than a year since D came out. But I just don't know the Civ too well. And he just had, I don't know, so many units in my TC. I thought CM would be good, but yeah.
Yeah, we were thinking like instead of sending the bank wagon, that you could have sent Irish brigadiers or even a pike, just to sort of try to take down on some of the mass from the Aztecs. So you have the town center fire. So if you have something else shooting that could have maybe turned the table a little bit, I should think it's a horrible matchup for Dutch. It's just
Oh yeah. I just didn't have any other Civ to play on a non-TP map. I thought it might be fine because Dutch is one of my top 3 Civs. But yeah, he just yeah.
That's fair. It's a
Maybe
blind pick.
now if I play Aztec, I think I would do what you are saying. Like instead of the bank wagon, I would send 3 Hus or 8 Pike and time the Minutemen together, and then maybe I can hold. But
As
I
I
just played bad that game. I was losing wills, and I kind of like lost the will to play after a point.
that's not an easy matchup anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
But thanks, man.
We
Okay,
managed to get
sorry.
a game from JulianK. So that is not easy to do. So well played.
Thank
Uh,
you. Thank you.
yeah,
I think I at
Julian's
least played better than ECL, so I'm kind of happy. At least the first 3 games. But yeah, last 2 games were just a wipeout.
yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. I mean, well played by Julian. Nothing. I don't think he made any major mistakes. He played very well.
Well, you're playing
And thank you
against
guys for casting.
you're playing against someone that reached to 2300, in the ladder. So it's not an easy feat to
Yeah.
take a game from someone that could be potentially maybe like 300, 400 above you. So prompts for that Russian gameplay. Yeah, it had some close matchups on the first one. First ones, like you said, it was very nice to cast it. Thanks for providing us content. And thank you, Ragnar.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
everybody for the stream. I think we might just call it, guys.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Thank you everyone for watching and casting. Peace, guys.
Peace.
Peace.
And if
Later.
anyone's playing team games, I'm still online. I
Nice
think
one.
I do better there. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye.
No worries, my man. You take care. There we go. That's ComeGetSome for you boys. And I'm thinking I'm gonna call it. Can you erase someone?
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
push the wood, or you have Nick AoE, Jägerschur. So guys,
Okay.
raid whoever you guys want to raid. Okay, Royal Clan AoE is on the raid. Thanks, Ragnar, once again to do this together. So hope you had fun casting this.
Oh yeah. Hey man, thanks for having me here. Enjoy the casting, and you have a good trip, sir.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your trip. All right.
Yeah, that's cool. So you probably won't be seeing me in Royal for a while. We do have gonna show that while we were doing the raid. Here we go. Got the Royal Rumble on the 30th of December at 5 GMT. Frontline versus Minimout. That's gonna be an amazing game. Frontline such a good player. Minimout, some of the big favorite here for many players. People love to watch Minimout. Both old school here. I mean, Frontline is more like I think Frontline just got good in the past year, I think, but Minimout is a old-time favorite, so it's gonna be a beast game here. Okay, we're raiding Jägerschur.
Yep. Raid is going live in now, I guess.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait a little bit more so we don't end the stream just before the raid. There we go. The raid has gone through. All right, buddy.
Bye bye.